morning, everybody. My name is Darlene and I have Parkinson's. Welcome to Make It Monday Reboot. We're going to be making beet and horseradish relish, and I'm going to start by I need 8 cups of mashed beets, so I need to have them cooked well. So I'm just going to top and tail a couple of pots of these beets. There's about 8 pounds there. I had a 10-pound bag, but there was a few of them that were a bit soft after being left into the garage for a few days. So I got about 8 pounds here, and I'm hoping I get 8 cups out of it, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, so here, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do here, and then I'll let it boil for about an hour and a half, because it takes a while to come to a boil, and it takes a while to accomplish anything. Can you see what I'm doing here? No, you can't. I'm going to go over to this other side, and I will, no, I'm going to move you over here, and then that way you can see. I'm going to come here. I hope I don't drop this. Okay, there we are. I don't mind my hands getting beet juice on it, but I don't really want the cutting board to get it. So I'm just going to leave that like that. I'm currently at about 8 o'clock at night, 8:15, and on a different day. So this is going to be a quick process for me, because my hands are sort of working right now. So while they're sort of working, I'm gonna get these done. I put them in the pot first of all just to see how much water I would need to bring the water up high enough, and then just take them out. And you don't have to top and tail them, but I find that the skins slip off a lot easier if you do. But they bleed more. So if you're really concerned about the bleeding of them, then you wouldn't want to do that. But I'm not concerned about it at all, because they're plenty dark enough. I wanted to try this actually with golden beets one year, but I haven't done that. So, all right, so let's see what I got here. Let me dry my hands. Okay, so I'm just going to go, I shouldn't be using this knife. You know what? I shouldn't be using this knife. I'm not going to top and tail them. I'm going to just boil them the way they are, because if I use that knife, I might hurt myself, and that would not be a good thing. The common sense part of me just won out. Okay, so I'm going to put these in here. I've got the 2 pots of them. I'm just going to go ahead and boil them till they're done, and then I'll show you how easy the skins will slip off, even without taking the tops and tails off. Just like that. Okay, turn this on. And turn this one here on. This is the rear, this is the front. Okay, there we are. I'll bring you back in an hour and a half. We'll check them in an hour, but we'll be back in an hour and a half. Hello everybody, it's me. I really messed up on this video. I was trying to do it ahead of time, and I was trying to do it a little bit at a time because I was having trouble accomplishing it. And I ended up doing some of it with no sound, some of it with very little sound, and I had to delete great portions of it. So please pay attention to the recipe that I will put into the description box. Please give me grace for having messed up on this video. I'm sorry about that, but I'm just learning this, and I did mess it up. So anyway, I am going to upload this to be posted on Monday. So I hope it goes through. All right, bye-bye. Okay, so we've got the beets out of the water. They boiled for about an hour and a half. They were starting to get a little bit low. Claudine boiled the kettle and added water to it. Cooked them for another 20 minutes, and they were nice and soft. You can see how soft they are here. I'll show you. Putting a knife in. See, it just slides right in. So we didn't top and tail first of all. So she did. She was so fast. She had those all done. So I'm just going to show you what that means by topping and tailing. It means that the root end, you take the root end off, This is dangerous for me.
Yes, it really is dangerous. That's why I did all but one.
Can you show your hands doing the...
Yep.
Yeah. Just come show you. She doesn't want to be in the video right now, so here's her hands.
Just the top of it slides off, and then the bottom, oh, right there, like that.
Now, if you were going to have just regular beets, like you wanted to freeze them, you would take them, you'd boil them like this, you would slice them all up, put them with a little pat of butter into a seal of meal or a Ziploc bag, and just put your portion in there like that, and you'd be going good. What happened to my plate?
I'm putting it right back here.
Okay, so it says mashed or grated. We're going to try mashing. So I'm going to take this knife and put it in half here so I can have a flat surface.
Okay.
Okay, flat surface. And we'll see how it mashes. I need 8 cups. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have 8 cups or not. We'll have to adjust if I don't. Okay. Claudine says, if it's not going to work, you make sure you just say, hold on a minute, Claudine's going to do this for me. Okay, so next move is Claudine's going to mash them. We'll put you on pause. She's going to mash them, and then we'll see how much we have here collectively. Okay?
Be right back.
Okay, so let's show you what we've got now. This was the first step. We boiled them, and then we mashed them. You see how they're all little tiny pieces? That's perfect. So my 8 pounds did the 8 cups, plus it gave me 6 extra beets. Put 2 in a bag. They're cooked. We're going to freeze those, and then when we want beets for dinner, we'll just bring them out and fry them up with a little bit of butter. So now we have to put this into relish form. I'm going to cover it with saran wrap, put it in the fridge for the night, and we'll get to it tomorrow. All right, bye-bye. Okay, I'm back. It's a couple days later, and I'm going to start to do the syrup for the beets. I had the beets stored in the fridge, so I'm very animated tonight, so you just have to put up with that. I'm sorry. Okay, so I have 3.5 cups of sugar in my pot, and I'm going to add 1 cup of water. 1 cup of water. And 3/4 of a cup of vinegar. So let's put the vinegar in there. 3/4 of a cup of vinegar. This is so easy to do, but I'm not the same person as I was. Oh Lord, let's put that. Okay. I spilled the vinegar. I have to wipe that up here. Okay. Now I have to put the vinegar away. I'm going to turn this on to boil. So let's get this to boil. Put it on the floor. All right. So here what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it on to start to boil, and I will come back as soon as I've cleaned up my vinegar mess. Claudine's out in the shed, and I don't want her to come into a mess. So I'm going to do that right now. Claudia was just telling me that I didn't have any sound, so I might have to do a voiceover on this one, but we'll try it. Let's go. Bring it here. Oh. There, that's boiled for 5 minutes, and now we just have to jar and seal it. So I'm going to show you how we're doing that, and then we're going to call it quits for the night so I can do the dishes. Oh. Okay, let's see. These jars here are on this. Well, you don't really want to put your fingers in them, but sometimes you have to. So then you wipe the tops with vinegar. Alright. Let's put these 6 jars here. Okay. This will keep for up to 2 years in your pantry. And once you've opened it, you put it in the refrigerator. It's great on sandwiches. Yes. I'm not talking to you, honey. I'm talking to the subscribers here. I'm putting my fingers in there, which I shouldn't do, but I can't help it, so I hope I work out. So there, there's 6 jars. Let's try it, okay. Well, let's take Mom's spoon out. Okay. Right now. That looks so good. Okay, the floor is very slippery, so I'm gonna be careful here. I'm gonna show you here. I don't have any canning stuff, so I don't have like the funnel that you would use to put that in there. That would be good to have a funnel, but I don't, so let's see what I can. Right here. Claudia should be coming in the door any minute, and I wanted to have this part done, but I don't think I'll have it done. She has to give Bill his medicine for tonight, so. Oh, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work at all. No, that's not gonna work. Let's get a bigger scoop. And let's put it into a bottle and pick it up. Alright, let's do it this way.
Sit down before you fall down, please.
Yeah, I know. Alright. Let's go this way. There we go. This will work better. And I can sit down here. There's the jar. I don't want to burn myself either.
I wish you would listen.
I know, I might wait for Claudine here. I'm gonna wait for Claudine to jar this.
That'd be a better idea.
Yeah, so I'll just, I'll shut you off and we'll let Claudine jar it up. And then I'll show you.
My cane in there?
I gotta turn this off here. Just a minute. Okay, this is the last part of the Make It Monday for the Beet and Horseradish Relish. The recipe says you can seal them after they have boiled, put them in the things, seal them up, and just leave them there if the lids pop. But we left ours to get a little bit colder, and so they wouldn't pop. So what we did was we lidded them, put them in, we don't have a canner, but we put them in a great big pot, and we let them boil for 20 minutes. We brought them out, and they are starting to pop. And as they pop, I'll put them upside down, and then they will seal themselves really well. And so let's see what we got. We had one that didn't go into the water bath, so that's going to go directly into our fridge because we didn't water bath it. But if you water bath it, then you don't have to worry. Okay, so let's see. This one's down. So I'm going to just make sure it's tight. It's very hot. I might have to do it with a little claw. Alright, so let's see this here. We're going to start on the edge. Okay, so this one here is popped. I'm just going to tighten it. So we got 12 jars out of the 8 cups of mashed beets. That's pretty good. Alright, so that's very hot. So let's go upside down. I don't want to do that when it's so hot. I'm a little afraid of it, so I'll just tighten them up. See how many have popped, and then once they cool down a little bit, I'll turn them upside down and see. That one's popped, and these have not. Oh, that one just did. Oh, that one just did. That one has not. Oh, there it did. That one did. That one did. Did. That one's not yet. Did. Did. And it did. So yeah, this one has not popped. So if they haven't popped, put them in the refrigerator when they're done. If they're popped, they can store for up to 2 years. Okay, so we got one here that has not popped, and one didn't get the water bath. So the rest of them will be turned over. Just want to tighten up those lids. So that's it for Make It Monday Reboot. I had a little bit of trouble with the sound tonight, so I have cut out a good bit of the video, so I want to just quickly go over the steps, and I, just in case I missed something while I was doing it, just want to quickly go over the steps. So what you do is you're going to cook your beets And when they're soft, they take about an hour and a half. You need about 8 to 10 pounds. And when they're soft, you can bring them out and peel them very easily and then mash them. So you want to peel and mash 8 cups of beets. And then, you want to make the relish sauce, or that's going to turn it into relish. And for that, you're going to use 3.5 cups of sugar into a big pot. And you're going to put 1 cup of water and 3/4 of a cup of vinegar. And you're going to bring that up to a boil. When that comes up to a boil, you're going to add 7 tablespoons of horseradish. It cannot be creamed, and it must be extra hot. And then and you boil that for 5 minutes. And then you're going to add all the beets that you had mashed. You're going to put that in there, and you're going to put it to a good rolling boil for 5 more minutes. And then you're going to pack it in the jars and seal it. Now, seal it means just get it in there while it's hot and turn it, and they'll probably seal on their own. You'll hear them popping. But because we let ours cool a little bit, we had to take the extra step of putting them in a water bath. No problem to do that. So that is the recipe. It was a very crazy Make It Monday because I didn't know what I was doing very much. I've made it 2 or 3 times before, but my brain isn't functioning good. So let's see if we can turn these things over, and then we'll put them away tomorrow when they've cooled down. This one has popped. I just want to tighten the lids when they're popped. It's hard with my fingers like this. I'm going to have to let Claudine tighten the lids. So we're going to tighten the lids, turn them upside down, let them store, and they are done. So thank you for joining me for this Reboot Monday, and we will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.